Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you a B-gap blitz out of the dime normal formation. And this blitz is good against shotgun, but I would really recommend running this type of setup against a single back set. So in a single back set, as you guys are aware, the running backs tend to block to the right. That is just by default. There's no true way to consistently counter that. So basically, what you're going to be doing is you'll be sending a B-gap blitz on the left that will come outside if they tend to pick up the B-gap blitz. So it's very difficult to pick up if you're under center. Shotgun, not so much, but if you're mixing in the coverage defense and the A-gap that they posted last week, it's going to be very, very difficult to kind of deal with dime. Dime's been one of the best defenses all year. Now we're just adding legit pressure to it. So, as you see, the pressure will come up that B gap right here on this left-hand side. Now, I don't know what play I actually picked. I think it was like 1 QB contain or something when I set this up. I actually hit the wrong button. So you can do it out of any play. The main play that I like to do it out of is called 3 double sky. But that is just my personal preference. You can do it out of cover 2, cover 4, 2 man under. You can do it out of everything. So, to get into the setup though, the first thing that you need to be aware of is you have to base align and show blitz prior to the defensive line setting. So we'll go ahead right here, just call a random play. Guess we'll call fork. Come out in dime. The person you want blitzing is going to be this defensive end on the left. So we'll go ahead, call 3 double sky. You're going to base align and show blitz right away. Once your defensive line sets, you want to crash them to the right. Then you want to zone out the corner on the right. Additionally, you would like to QB contain, stand in front of this defensive tackle, holding left trigger. And what should happen is that DN flies directly up the gap. So that is the base setup. Now, you may say that, well, they can easily block that. In shotgun, it's easily blocked, but it does require blocking a running back and slide protecting. If you start mixing in the coverage defense, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you real quick what I like to do in terms of coverage D. So when I set up 2 man under, well, it helps if I'm actually in the formation. When I'm setting up 2 man under, if you guys saw the tips from last week, you need a fast guy at this right defensive tackle spot. So I'm going to use that same scheme setup to set this up. So now I'm simply going to QB contain, or excuse me, I'm going to base align show blitz. I'm going to zone out the defensive end over here on the right. So I'll put him into whatever zone I want. I'll spy the defensive tackle, and then you can either blitz this linebacker and play on him, or you can blitz the safety and play on him. I would recommend the linebacker since most people are going to be blocking the running back to try to pick this up. So you would then just go and react towards him. This is just a little thing that I like to do. You'll see that the pressure's not exactly great, but you have everybody covered. You can zone out the safeties like you normally would. You're still only rushing 2 people. You still have a spy. Overall, not as good as the standard nations-wide dime, coverage D, but when you're mixing up the blitz with this, it is very effective. Anyways, enough about the coverage D, back into the blitz. So we're going to go back to 3 double sky. This time we're going to go under center. So come out, we'll see. I guess we'll go tight slots. So 3 double sky, base align, show blitz. Gonna zone out the corner on the right, crash defensive line to the right, and QB contain. When you do this, as you'll see here, the corner or the defensive end will fly either through the B gap or through the outside. And you may say, well, blocking the running back. Well, as I mentioned, blocking the running back tends to block to the right. So very rarely is it going to actually pick this blitz up. So we're going to go ahead, we'll do it again. So it's typical setup right here. Go ahead, we'll block the running back. And as you see here, the running back simply does not react to it. He steps up into the pocket, the corner comes free through the edge,